This meeting is being recorded.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. So yesterday we saw good recovery in the Indian market from the low, and that may be in expectation of good commentary from the RBI. Today, RBI meeting is there, and the interest rate increase is not expected. But they will be talking about inflation. Last time, inflation target was moved up marginally uh, by the RBI. Let us see what the impact is right now. We are seeing oil price moving up post last meeting, and there are some concerns about the food grain prices as well. So we do not expect any major relief or any good statement coming from the RBI for immediate futures. So overall outlook on the RBI meeting from our side is neutral. And apart from that, today evening, even CPI data is also expected in the US, which will be watched very carefully. The expectation is that the inflation will be coming at 3.3% increase year on year versus 3% last year. Apart from that, the Asian markets are showing some weaker trend. Today morning, most of the markets are down. And in commodity, oil has further moved up by around $1, whereas the metal are indicating some mixed trend, wherein steel is down by 1%, whereas iron ore is up by around 1%. So overall mixed reaction, and a lot more will be driven by RBI meeting today around 10 o'clock. We had moved up ahead of the meeting, so and internationally not giving any great signal, so not expecting anything great from the meeting. So need to be careful at a higher level. I request technical team to take up from here.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Good morning, all. See, yesterday we experienced volatile session in Wednesday. Today we expect for negative 40. Then we expect pressure. Otherwise, Nifty trading with the range 19,540 and upside 19,670. Next immediate resistance place is 9670, 700 and upside. If Nifty break that level, then we expect further rally. Till the date, we expect this range only. But with intraday important support for Nifty 19540. Below that, we expect further sell off towards 19450 and 400 at downside. To we keep watching first 1.5 hours. If Nifty not manage to sustain this level 19540 and trade below that level, then we expect second half will be pressure in market. Bank Nifty also trading near the resistance zone, and first immediate resistance place 45 250 and 45 500 and upside. Immediate support for intraday 44 800. If break that level, then we expect pressure in Bank Nifty also towards 44 500, 44 270, 300 at downside. So both are trading in the mid of range. I break that range, then we expect some pressure in both the index. Finance Nifty also facing a resistance in upside 20,180 and 20,230 in upside. Midpoint for Bank Nifty Finance, that is 20,090 is a intraday support. If break that level, then we expect further pressure towards 20,040 and 19,950 at downside. So all three index trading near the support zone. If break that level, then we expect some pressure in all three index. In stock specific, Hindalco looks positive at current level also. We expect some momentum to be continued towards 478 and 484 upside. First immediate support place around 458. 56 at downside. So Hindalco looks positive at current. India Cement also looks positive. We saw that yesterday is a positive momentum in India Cement. To expect this momentum to be continued in India Cement. Upside next immediate target 240, 242 and support place around downside 224. Negative side DV slab looks weak at current level. We saw that yesterday the selling pressure last half an hour in DV slab and all day, full day we saw the pressure in DV slab. Downside 3650 first immediate support for DVs. And below that, next 36, 35, 70 and resistance place around 3800 in upside. Second, Bata India also showing weakness. We saw that some profit booking in Bata India. Last day we saw the some breakdown in Bata India, that is 1740 level, and trading below that level, then we expect the pressure to be continued towards 200 DMA. First targets comes around 1640 and below that 1575. That's it for technical. Derivative I can carry.
Yeah, thank you, Vikas. On the derivative front, looking at the overall open interest, not much change in the data except for the call and put open interest. We have seen a late rally yesterday in Nifty, and Nifty went up quite suddenly from 19,500 odd levels above the 19,600, 650 odd levels on the futures. We saw good amount of open interest built up in the 19,600, 19,500, 19,400 push strike. So more or less, yeah, good base building has happened around these levels. 19,500 now becomes a very important support area. Also, we have seen liquidation in 19,600, 19,500 calls front, which is again a good sign. So all in all, even though we are opening weak today, we might just witness some range bound action, and I think 19,500 should hold. So that becomes an important support. Once Nifty comes near that 19,500 levels, that is when some buying should happen. So yeah, the stop loss for long should be 19,450. All in all, it can be a volatile trading session, but second half again, we believe some buying should come in. Yeah, so that's it from my side. I'd like to ask the fundamental team to take over this.
Good morning. On Eicher Motors, there is news that Amazon has committed to acquire 1,000 electric trucks from Eicher. And this is positive. Tata Power result is in line with expectation. Revenue grew 22% sequentially, 5% year on year. EBITDA margin was at 18% versus expectation of 17.2%, same as quarter on quarter. And year on year it was 13.5%. So we are positive. Post Motors, the result has improved. Volumes grew 40% year on year. Revenue grew 53% year on year. EBITDA margin came at 12% versus 8% in March quarter and 5% year on year. Profit came at 69 crore against a loss in both sequentially and year on year. We are positive. PSC Limited, Bombay Stock Exchange result is okay. It improved on year-on-year basis, but declined on sequential basis. Revenue declined by 5% sequentially and grew by 15% year-on-year. EBITDA also declined by 26% sequentially and grew 40% year-on-year. We are positive on BSE. Max Financial Services result is above expectation. Annualized premium equivalent grew 10% year-on-year against expectation of 5% growth. However, industry growth, including all private players in quarter one, was at 16% year on year. So company continues to lose market share since last few quarters. VNB grew 16% higher than APE growth, and VNB figure was 10% above expectation. VNB margin was stable year on year at 22%. Also, the board has approved a capital infusion by Axis Bank. Currently, Axis entities together hold 13% of Max Life, and remaining 87% is held by Max Financial, which is a listed company. Max Life shall raise further capital by way of preferential issue of equity shares to Axis Bank at a price of worth rupees 1,612 crores in Max Life. Upon completion of the infusion, Axis shareholding will go up to 19%. And simultaneously, the percentage shareholding of Max Financial will come down to 81%. Infusion by by Axis Bank in Max Life will help support future growth ambitions of Max Life. So this is also positive in the short term for Max Financial Services. Thank you.
Good morning. Thomas Cook has posted improved set of numbers for the quarter, with the revenue growing by 44.6% QOQ. EBITDA margin improved and came at 6.5% versus QOQ of 2.8%. PAT came in at a profit of rupees 72 crores versus QOQ a loss of 7 crores. Eclerx has posted below expectation numbers both on the revenue and the margin front. Sula Vineyard has posted improved set of numbers for the quarter, with revenue coming in at 108 crores and EBITDA margin coming in at 28% versus QOQ of 27.2%. Stock is trading at a P of 42 times FY24 EPS. Dreamfolk has posted a weak set of numbers, majorly on the margin front. Management guides a top line growth of 55 to 60%. Gross margin is expected to settle in the range of 11 to 13% for FY24 from 15 to 16% in previous year. Management aspires to go back to 14% supported by revenue from different segments like golf services, etc. in the long run. We expect with revised gross margin company to do EPS of rupees 13.3 and 19.6 in FY24 and 25 respectively. Even with lower profitability, company will continue to do ROE of 30%. Share is trading at a P of 34 times FY24 25 EPS. Outlook is negative. TVS supply chain IPO is opening today. Issue consists of rupees 600 crore of fresh issue for repayment of debt and offer for sale of rupees 261 crore by investor and other selling shareholder. The company provides supply chain solution and services to different clients across different sectors. Over the years, the company has done 20 acquisitions in last 16 years for growth. Logistics industry in India is expected to grow at a CAGR of 13% over 22 to FY27. Supply chain solution is an emerging business in India with less than 5% of the logistic market in India compared to 11% in developed market, which would be the growth driver for the companies. The company's C3 framework, like selling new capabilities to existing customers, selling in newer geographies to existing, selling new current capability to newer customers, and cross-deploying capabilities are the key growth strategy for the company. The company operates an asset-light business model. Over FY22 to 23, revenue has grown at a CAGR of 15.7%, driven by both organic and inorganic way. EBITDA margin for FY23 came at 6.7%. Adjusted PAT came in at a profit of rupees 27 crore versus loss incurred in previous years. ROE and ROCE stands at 5.1 and 5.9% respectively. On valuation front, stock is trading at a EV by EBITDA of 12.9 times FY23 EBITDA. Adjusting to the debt repaid from a fresh issue, which seems to be stretched in comparison to other logistics company in the industry. So we recommend a neutral rating on the stock. Thank you.
Yeah, good morning. Birla Corp had its con call yesterday, wherein management has indicated that the ramping up of Mukutban plant is at a steady state. Capacity utilization, including Mukutban, was 91%, whereas the rest of the plants operated at 105% utilization. Cement prices in Maharashtra were much lower than expectation. However, company has expanded its footprints from its core markets of Vidarbha and Khandesh to Nasik and Aurangabad. Mukutban has also provided the flexibility to reach markets of southern Gujarat and Madhya Pradesh. Total premium share stood at 55%, whereas the share of premium product was around 45 to 50% of Mukutban's total sales. In spite of facing tense competition in its core market, the company has managed to hold its position through focus on premium cement. And going forward, the company would continue to focus on increasing the premium mix and strengthen its footprints in high realization market. The management has maintained its guidance of more than 15% volume growth for FY24 with an EBITDA per ton of 850 per ton, including Mukutban. Management has also highlighted that it would be focusing on increasing its profitability to that of its top players and would not be chasing exponential growth. So the outlook remains positive for Birla Corp. Thank you.
Good morning. PI Industries has posted result yesterday. The result was ahead of expectations. The revenue grew by 23.8% on a YY basis. The overall growth was led by the exports, which grew by 33%, which was led by the volume growth of 29% and 4% of price growth. And domestic revenues were subdued due to delayed monsoon, which led to a 13% volume degrowth. Gross margin improved to 47%. With an improvement of 267 basis points on a YOY basis, which was mainly on account of better product mix and the pharma business, where the pharma business contributed revenue of 44 crores. And the EBITDA margin reported at 24.5% versus the expectation of 23%. The stock is trading at a PE of 39.9 times to FY24 EPS, and we will wait for the further details from today's con call. Berger Paints India Limited result was above expectations. The revenue grew by 9.8% on a YY basis, and the EBITDA margin reported at 18.4% versus the expectation of 17.6%. The management has guided for double-digit top-line growth and 17 to 18% of operating margin for FY24. Our outlook is neutral, and the stock is trading at a PE of 56.7 times to FY24 EPS. The Aarti Industries Limited had a con call yesterday. The result was marginally below expectations, where the revenue degrew by 28.3% on a YY basis, and the operational performance was weak, where the EBITDA margin was reported at 14.1%. It was largely impacted by the volume decline in key markets and inventory destocking, also by the oversupply by China, where the management had indicated 25% growth in FY24. And we believe it is unlikely to be achieved even if we expect the recovery in second half. Thus, our outlook is negative over the near to medium term, and the stock is trading at a PE of 30 times to FY24 EPS. Thank you.
Good morning. Bharat Forge result was above expectation as revenue came at rupees 2,127 crores, which grew by 6.5% sequentially. This was on the account of 12.5% growth in exports and 33.6% growth in domestic revenue. EBITDA margin came at 25.8%, which was relatively flat on YY basis. KSSL, which is 100% defense subsidiary, won 278 crores defense orders across product segments to be executed, which will be executed over next 18 months. The company also won 200 crores business worth order, which was secured in core business, which is a combination of orders from passenger vehicles and industrial segments. The domestic industrial segment grew 72% YOY, which was supported by agriculture, mining, construction, and renewables. In overseas business, Europe demand continues to stay strong, but US operations reported EBITDA loss of 35 crores, which is expected to see a turnaround by quarter 4 FY24. The management stated about the capex plans in India for FY24 to FY26, which will be approximately 1,000 crores, and it will be funded out of internal cash accruals only. And we are positive on this company. As of now, the stock is trading at PE of 34.6 times of FY24 EPS. Uno Minda also reported its results, and results is in line with expectation, as revenue came at 3,092 crores, which grew by 7.1% sequentially on account of growth across product segments, which was led by automotive lighting and alloy wheel. EBITDA margin expanded by 27 basis points YOY to 10.7%, which was driven by benefits of operating leverage. This quarter, it launched 2 more products in aftermarket, that is engine oils and Android infotainment system, and also one order for headlamps and rear combination lamps from leading EV OEMs. Further, management stated its expansion plans, whereby four-wheeler switch plants at Chennai is expected to commence by Q2 FY24 and at Faruk Nagar by Q3 FY24. Expansion of two-wheeler alloy wheel plant at Supa is also on track and is expected to trial run production by Q3 FY24. The stock is trading at PE of 38.6 times of FY24 EPS. Thank you.
Yeah, and I request commodity team to take up from here.
Thank you, sir. Good morning, everyone. So yesterday we witnessed some sell-off in gold and silver, and prices are support at 58 900 at gold and 69 500 and silver. So we are expecting some pullback. Though prices have corrected, but pullback is expected from this levels, and buying for a pullback and maintaining a stop loss of 58 700 and 69,000 in silver. So a pullback can lead till 59 300 350 in gold, and silver around 70,000 70 to 71,000. The crude oil prices are expected to trade positive. So buying around 69.30 is recommended, and one can maintain a stop loss of 68.70. Prices are expected to test uh, 70 7050 7100 on upside. Natural gas prices are expected to trade higher, and one can buy around 240 142, and we are expecting 255 to 60 on upside. In metal also, a pullback is expected, though from upside there is a selling pressure. But at this juncture, copper one can buy around 730 and maintain a stop loss of 725. On upside again, 737, 738 is the target we are looking for. Zinc also looks positive, so buying with the stop loss of 220, 220.50 is recommended, and on upside 225, 226 is the area where we are expecting profit taking. So that's it from me. I'll ask Utkarsh to take the call forward.
Thank you, sir. Very good morning, all of you. For today's trading session in USD, we are anticipating that the USD is trading in the range of 83.05 to 82.75 levels. So one can initiate long positions around 82.80 levels with a strict stop loss of 82.74 levels for the target of 82.95 and 83.02 levels. And on the higher side, one can initiate a short positions also around 83 levels with a stop loss of 83.07 for the target of 82.90 and 82.82 levels. In JPY INR, one can initiate a short positions if we get any pullback around 105.55 levels. One can initiate short positions with a stop loss of 105.72 for the target of 105.23 and 105.16 levels. In Euro INR, one can initiate long positions if prices are sustaining above 91.19 levels with a stop loss of 90.93 levels for the target of 91.38 and 91.43 levels. Thank you.